Okay, I'm going to start up another video. I have no idea what I'm going to try and do or where I am. The controller seems plugged in. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do maximize on play and just do a quick little play test and see. Boy, that controller is really sensitive, eh? So that looks good. It would be nice if, when I let go of the, not only does it, when I let go of the joystick, not only does the arrow disappear, but maybe the target as well. I should make a mini list. I'm going to make a mini list of little things. I'm probably going to get distracted along the way and not finish my mini list because I'll start programming something much more complicated. But let's make a mini list. Mini list number 1. When joystick is at 0, hide arrow, hide selected tile color, and we should probably also just selected tile equals null, right? We want to make sure we don't actually have a selected one. What else? If I back out of there, ooh, interesting. That's not good either. So if I back out, okay, when B into command state, clear tile colors. They all seem to like, yeah, that's not right. Okay, now let's go back into the move, B, move. Now this looks pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if I should play with that line just quite yet. There's definitely work to be done on the line, but I don't think I want to do that right now. What else? Let me do this and let's hold B. That to me looks good. Well, holding B should go to command, not exit character. Because right now it's almost like, if I'm here and I hold B, I exit the command. So I think what it is because I'm holding B, when I get into command, it's reading it as something else. You know what I mean? So I should probably, you see right now I'm holding it and I'm out, but it's when I let it go. So I should set it, instead of letting go, I should set it to pushing down. Set it to pushing down instead of raising up for exit command. Right? What else? What else? This works fine. There is a little bit of an order issue with this, I remember, but I don't want to play with that right now. I want to play with the arrow stuff. So here here's the thing. If I back out of here, I remember something was broken here for a second. What was it? Oh, right. when I do the snake game. When I do the snake game, go over it. Snake game is not updating correctly. So what does it look like the problem is? It looks like the problem is it's showing me the projected path. So the snake game is not updating the projected path. The snake game is not updating the move sequence of the projected path. That's pretty much all that is. And when I get out completely, see the projected path is still showing that. Now, projected path is there. If I go back in, will the path become the projected path? Let's find out. Because I'm thinking it should, but I don't think it does, which confuses me even more. Oh, it does update. That means exactly what I'm thinking it means. Okay, good. So that's good. Let's try. Okay, that's cool. Now if I go back in, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I have now, without necessarily getting into the sequence of how these characters are being selected, because there's something a little weird with that right now. Why is there only 4? Oh, is there 2 on top of each other somewhere? Yeah, I don't check for that. Yeah. Let's see. I think that's what I want to do, is I want to play with the tile colors for now. The line there, I don't want to play with that right now or anything else. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So basically, it's already open. Cool. So I have 4 things here. I have when joystick is at 0, hide the arrow, hide the selected tile color, and select tile equals null. When B, the other thing is when B into command state, when I hold B into command state, I don't know, when I just tap B out of the move sequence into the command state, I'm not clearing the tiles correctly. The third thing is when I hold the B button, I seem to be exiting completely the character, which what I want to do is I just want to exit the move sequence builder. So I just need to change it so that it's not when I raise off of B leaving the state, but just when I'm pushing down, we'll exit the state. And let's see here. The last thing I have here is the snake game, I call it, is not updating the move sequence of the projected path. So when I'm drawing a path, and when I draw over the path itself, like the snake game, I have a whole thing where it resets kind of like the path up to the point where I just went over it. I'm clearing all those tiles out. Visually, that's working well. Data side, it is not. Or that's not true. Visually, on the builder side, it's working well, but on the part that gets saved of the path, it does not. So kind of like the data side. So let's go ahead and do these one by one. When joystick is at 0, so when I'm in the move sequence or the move state, what am I in here? Board view, battle controller. So it's going to be in the move state. Let me find the move state real quick. On move event. Okay, move target. So here we go. It's going to be when there's joystick move. So funny, because maybe this is not the right way to do it. You see, what I'm doing here is I'm listening for an event. But the problem is that if I'm at 0, there is no event. So I might need to do this a bit differently than I thought. Now what I'm doing here, you see, I am making sure that the value is above 0.3 in order for anything to happen. And I'm updating that, and I'm updating the colors and all that good stuff. But something I noticed is that when I'm pushing the joystick and I let it go for it to sort of bounce back to 0, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I think that's because sometimes it's registering something below 0.3 before it hits 0, so it does what it needs to do by setting it to false and updating the colors or whatever it needs to do. But sometimes it hits 0 and it didn't register anything between 0 and 0.3 before it gets to 0. So there's actually no event happening, because at 0 there would be no event. So let me think. Battle controller. This isn't an event, or this isn't an state. And the problem is I don't have an update function in this state. In the battle controller, maybe, wake, here's an update. Joystick move event. If joystick move event equals null, let's try something in the update. If, I don't know if this is going to work, but I would like for this to sort of like always be checking. Not entirely sure how to check that. Let me go back down here. Public void. So here it's just calling the function. The function gets called here. Let's try input controller. Equals null. Doesn't like that. Okay. I'm not sure how to check if there's no event. Because basically, if there's no event, that means it's at 0. If what I could do I'm not entirely sure. Oh, handler. No, that's not it. Darn it. I'll have to check this one at another time, because I genuinely don't know how to check if there's no event. That kind of sucks. That's something I do very often. Okay, well, I'll put this one on hold. I'll just put a note for myself here saying, check how to check for no event. Okay, what's the next one? When B into command state, clear the tile colors. So when I'm tapping B, here, I don't think it's in this state, is it? Explore state, no. Base ability. It would be when I'm doing this one, move target. No, it's when I'm in the command state. Command state. Let me see if I can find command. Or is it command or is it base ability? Command. One minute. Base ability. Explore state. Select unit. Confirm or cancel. Target. Reset. Would be lower. Base ability. Command selection. This is the one. So oh. How is it? Where is it? Action selection state. Hold on, I'll figure it out here. Here. On fire event. If A is pushed. If B is pushed, and then if B gets pushed. Now here it should say move, select unit. Oh, those are my three options. Oh, that goes to select unit? I didn't know that. Protected over cancel. Where's cancel being called? Yeah, this is it here. Owner.turn has and turn, lock, move, undo move. Okay. Else. This is it here. Where's cancel being called at? Oh, here. Fire event. Okay. Now the fire event. That's probably in the input controller of some sort that's happening. See, I'm doing this on fire event, input controller fire event. Right, on enable, on disable, buttons, fire 1, fire 2, all this stuff. So fire 1, fire event. Where's the update? Here. So I haven't played in the controller in a little bit either. There might be a reason why these things weren't fixed. These aren't things I play in very often. Where's right. Oh, get button up. That's what I want. Let's just get button down. But that changes it for all the buttons. But you know, it's okay. Let's try it and see. Make sure everything works good. Move. Now when I hold it, I stay in there. I'm not out. And I can go back into move. I can hold it. Oh, interesting. Move it. Now when I hold it, I back out 1. Darn it. See, I have a path there. And if I tap it, it'll go back. That's cool. If I draw it and I hold it, it'll back out 1. Because it's looking for the... Maybe I need to really separate the two. Here, let me think. It listens to button down. So maybe I should separate the two, or I put some form of gate where do I like the feeling of it being pushed down, or do I like the feeling of it being detected on up? Because even this is doing it when I'm drawing it. Yeah, I like the down. Yeah, the down is good. Okay, but when I hold down here, I don't want to back out. So, thinking. The down here on the back. Oh, geez, eh? Now, see, I like the idea of being able to hold it. I could also set it to like confirm with the square button or the X button. And it would go. Or the triangle button, like another button. But I like being able to hold it. No, maybe I do want the square button. I think I'll set it for the square button, actually. I think it's... I like the holding. The holding is like, hey, that's cool, you know? But different. But that's the thing, is it's a bit too different. So we might... What the hell? Oh, yeah, it's a joke. That looked like something else. But the square button will feel probably more like normal to a player. Whereas holding something or not holding it, tapping it as a means of an input, as a different input, is not something we see very often. And there's probably a reason for that. And it's probably because it's weird and not intuitive. So for that reason, I think I'm going to set it to the square or the X button. So let's do that. So I think I've already got like the basic stuff down for that here. Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3. Let's go to the battle controller. Go down to the move. On fire event, right? If it's pressed, cancel back 1 out. That's fine. If it's held, right, maybe we don't want to necessarily use this anymore. I could just say B hold event in the log. Don't know why, but I put it there. Now, if the info, I'll put it here. So that's how I'm checking for it. And the info I think for this one would maybe be, I don't know, we'll try 2. And I'm just going to put a note here like I did on these other ones here. And it's called, on my current controller, it's called X. On the PlayStation, it would be square. And this would be cancel out to ability command menu. Or keep path, and back to abilities menu. That's fine. Now how to do that is just this. Same as what I was doing before. I'm going to cancel these ones out here. I don't know if 2 is the number, but if it's not, I'll try another one. Let's try it and see. That should solve a little problem there. Yep. I keep the path completely as it was, and I could do this again. And I can go back to it. I could B out as I want. I could draw a new path there like that. I could hold B. It does nothing. It wrote it down here that I'm holding it because I put that debug log, but it just goes back 1, which I probably, see, it's a little weird for me now, but it's probably a little bit more what people would expect it to do. Yeah, I think over time that'll feel pretty good for me. I'm still wanna, yeah. But that works. And what was the point of this one? When B, oh yeah, it was to stay in the command when I back out. And I could B again, and now I'm out here with no character selected. Cool. That one is fixed. Let's see here. Holding B should go to command. Wait, isn't that what I just did? Not exit. That's what I just did. When B into command state, clear tile colors. Oh, clear tile colors. Right. So what was that again? When B into command state, something is going on here. It's probably the same problem as the snake. When I'm doing this, see, I'm not clearing that one tile. I think if I have a targeted tile, see, those ones stay the same as well. So that's my problem right now on that one. So if I'm going out of that, I should not have any targeted tile. That is for sure. However, it seems to me like once I go into the draw, the path builder, it immediately puts the unit's tile in the projected path data. And I should check if projected path is like only one tile, which is the one where the unit is on. Just clear it. Don't even have any projected path because you're not moving. So, so let me write that down. Clear selected tile. And if projected path equals 1 clear projected path. And then I could draw from that, which is going to be nothing. So let's take a look. Here and here, that's when I go into, that's when I leave the move sequence. So I could do that on exit. Here. Let me just make sure that's the correct state. Yes. Okay. Tiles in movement range equals none. Move sequence equals clear if projected path, I hope that's the name I called it. No, did I not call it projected path? Oh, geez. What about owner dot unit dot funny, I feel like selected unit dot move sequence is smaller than or just equal to 1. I think, am I checking the selected unit to draw that? I thought it was a selected. I'll make an error here super quick so I could easily find it. I thought it was, oh, this is the battle controller. Right. Where the projected path would be here. Isn't it? How am I doing that? If I'm drawing board view, okay. Search, clear search, get tile. Show path arrow, path color, path projection color. Here. Who's referencing this? Oh, I am reading the move sequence of the unit. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. So what I'll do is I'm checking this. Great. I'm just going to do the selected unit equals, or just dot clear. Right? There's nothing on that anymore. That should work for that. Now another thing is if I'm exiting, I should set the targeted tile also to be null. That should solve my problem. Let's try it. Let's just make it big. I'll play. Alrighty. Cool. Back out. Gone. Awesome. Gone. I have a little highlight there. I used to see that when I would leave. Now both of those green and blue. Gone. Perfect. Cool. That's fixed. Now, what else? That was the clear the tile colors. Now, the snake game is not updating the move sequence. Right. So just as a quick reminder, if I go here and I do one of these and I go over it, these two are going to change color when they should just disappear. Oh, these three, these change colors, but they should have just disappeared. So they're not actually updating the units move sequence. So let's go ahead and do that. That's when I get into the snake game. So let's find the snake game. I don't know why I call it the snake game. It reminds me of that game Snake, where you got to kind of avoid your own body as your body gets longer and longer. Let's see here. Let's see here. If on enter, on exit, on move event, on fire event. I think it would be in here. If current move is equals. Oh, it's here. The snake game. Update current target to move sequence. Okay. Boop. So this is the snake game. Now, I do a lot of little loopies to rebuild or whatever I'm doing, and I also give myself the points back, the movement points back. Let's see. List builder, stack checker, stack builder, list builder dot add. So for, and then the move sequence. And then what I do is I do the stack checker. Where is this? Where does this come from? Stat checker. That is a new stack of the tile views. And I'm just putting that in there. Now, from that, what I'm doing is I'm doing the same thing, but this is just like in reverse order. Does not equal targeted tile and what's flag? I don't mark what I'm checking with the flag. It's just there. Equals false. If list builder does not equal targeted tile, if list builder would be my existing move sequence. Oh, is it tagging the last? I don't know what the flag is. But I'm noticing here I'm putting push on each one. And then at the end what I'm doing is I'm spitting out the move sequence. So all this is doing is spitting out a tile view. Yeah. It's spitting out a list of tile views. So what I'm going to do is find where I was calling that again there somewhere up here. Here. Wait, how is it spitting out a list of move sequences? It's not spitting it out, is it? It's setting it. Right. It's setting the move sequence there, and what I should do is also set, so selected, what I'll do here is, whoops, darn. What I'll do is I'll just say for each I could also just do a count. I don't need to do, I don't know which one, this one here. Okay, parfait. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go selected unit. No. What am I in right now? Battle controller? Yeah. Selected unit. Oh, right. Hold on. Owner dot selected unit dot move sequence dot clear. So I'm going to completely clear what was in there, and I'm just going to go ahead and rebuild it. And I'm going to rebuild that by doing owner dot selected unit dot move move sequence dot push, and then I'm going to push a new tile, which is going to be, let's see here. How do I get access to the board system? It would be under owner dot game dot get aspect dot board system dot board tiles. Shit, I don't remember. Dot tiles. Now I need a point, which is going to be the move sequence index dot points. Right? No, why not? Wait, this is tiles, right? It should just be normal tiles. Non-inverter cannot be used like a method. No, I know. Oh. Dot point. Oh. Dot move sequence. Dot point. No? Stack. Oh, it's a stack. Wait. What? Does not stack tile view does not contain a definition for point. Ah, peak. Shoot. Let me think. And what is this? Is this a stack? It is also a stack. Okay, I have a better idea. I'm going to clear it from there at the beginning. And I'm going to build it along the way. So pop all those out, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to say it's just because it's a stack. It's so kind of weird. But anyways, I just don't like it because it's not clean. But anyways, owner select unit. Push what am I pushing? Listbuilder.I. Dot point. And I'll also do that here. And I don't need this. I think this will just fix it. Because I'm rebuilding the I was only building the tile view side, but I wasn't rebuilding the why are there errors here? Uh-oh, what's going on? And there's an error at the very top. What? I must have screwed up somewhere here. What? I probably got rid of one of these by accident. Yeah. Okay. Now let's try it. So that works good. Perfect. 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 All right. All right. Giggity, giggity. Now, the Snake game is not updating. That is no updating. This is all good. This is all good. The only thing that I didn't do now is the how do I detect if there is no event? Let's find out if that's even a possibility. Unity C#. How to detect if there is no event. For example, does not equal null. Wait, what's the answer? Some thread mentioned I need to assign a variable to the event before checking it. You don't need to do that in a normal Unity app. Now, if you start another thread and you want to invoke that event from that thread, then yes, you do have to. If you are not creating another thread, you don't need to do that. Note that Unity's callback function, such as onAudioFilterRead, is called in another thread. If you are using this function and you want to invoke your event from there, then you must assign a variable. Okay, this is not the right question. His question is, does he need to put a variable? I'm looking for how to properly check if Unity is null. See, I guess this is more of a question of whether or not I have a variable on there. Kind of a late reply, but I thought I'd leave it just in case someone could still use it. I am assuming you have a Unity event reference somewhere in your script that you fill within the editor and that you want to check if an event is actually added. If this is the case, then use the following solution. The Unity event itself is not null. The Unity object itself, the Unity event object itself is not null. It's just that the listeners have not been added. The solution is to loop through the persistent events and check if one of the target isn't null, meaning as you get this threads method something. Let's see what it does. For if click event get persistent target, I has produced I could check if no. Because what I'm doing in here, where's my input controller thing? For the joystick thing, am I even doing the joystick in here? Yeah, that must be. Right, the joystick stuff is a vector 2. Where am I setting that? Oh, down there. Oh my god, I'm doing it if it's more than 2. Is this in the update? Late update. If I remove this, if I don't check it, I would be sending it every frame. Which is not, I don't think, bad. Let me try. Maybe it is bad. If joystick move event does not equal null, but that would mean I'm not sure what the point of this thing is. But I could send an event each and every. But you know, if I'm doing an event, why am I doing it as an event? I could just be doing it as something that gets updated. This should solve my problem. Let's try it and let's see if it kills my frame rate. I'm not sure if that's really a good idea. Ooh. Well, my frame rate is fine. Yeah, and you see now even when I let go real quick, it disappears the arrow, whereas before it was kind of like a hit or miss, which is good. Not really killing my frame rate, it's not doing much. Okay. That's fine. Now what else did I want to do with that? Hide arrow, hide selected tile color, and selected tile equals null. Well, that's super duper easy. Because now all I need to do is not check if there's no event. But if I go to the battle controller, what am I doing? I'm hide selected tile color and right. Okay, yeah, okay, thinking. It'll be in the move. Right, and the joystick, on joystick move event here. Am I in the move? No. Selected unit, no. I need to get a better way to... I could probably separate all these out in their own little tiny scripts. Target state, Oh, here is it. Was that it? Did I just look at it directly? Move target state. Exit. On joystick movement. Okay. So anything that's above 3, do that. Else, arrow mesh, deactivate. Right here. What else did I want to do? I could just set owner dot targeted tile, move target tile, or targeted tile. I think it's targeted tile equals null. And I think because that's null and I update the target the colors here, I think it'll do it automatically. Let's try it. Nope. Oh, I could still select the tile. Isn't that weird? If I do very, very, very lightly, so light that the arrow is not showing, below 30%. Funny. Okay, why? Why does that, how does that? If targeted tile has changed. Ah. Okay, so here all I'm doing here is just setting the mesh active or not. Update pointer direction. Oh, here we go. I should do that only if this. Right, and then else I do that. That doesn't get updated. And else what I could do, whoops, that's fine that but I could update it here. But I don't want it to do every time though. This might kill my frame rate. Because here I only do it if the targeted tile has changed. I don't need it to do it every single time that I'm not moving. See, that'll kill my frame rate. Let's go try it and see. So now I'm like at 4. Is there an average? That'd be cool if I could see an average. Now I'm seeing 460, 470, I think, but 460 seems to be popping up a lot. Right now when I let it go, see, I'm down at 430. That goes fast because I'm not refreshing every frame. The colors. This, I'm refreshing the colors every frame. All of them. Not just this. The whole thing. I could do the whole thing once every, but not every frame. See, I'm down in the 300s now. That's not going to work. So I might have to separate these out instead of doing everything at some point, because here all I want to do is set. Well, yeah, but I want to just do this once. If I go into here, oh, wait a second. I have an idea. If targeted tile does not equal null, which it won't, do it and then set it to null. I'll only go into here once because then I'll change it and I'll never do this thing again. So let's try that again. I just crashed it. Damn it. This is saved, yeah. Okay, well that's crashed. Sometimes it crashes. Let's do Unity here. Unity. Editor, and task. Let's go back in. Description change. So let's see the frame rate. Nice and slow for some reason. Why is it so slow? Well, let's maximize it. Okay, I'm at 500. Let's let the tile go. So 420, 300, 460, 460, 460, 460. That still drops it when I let it go. And for some reason, the blue thing is still showing. Higher frame rates when I'm holding it. Lower frame rates when I let go. Didn't it save the... If target does not equal null, let's just do print debug .log. Targeted tile is null. Or is not null. I also only need to set that once. Let's try it now. $460, $400, and it's not even freaking changing it. It's not null. Look, it was in there 3,000 times. Am I not reading this correctly? I wanna. Oh, this needs to go down here. Set it to null. Hide that. But why is it not setting it to null? Funny. Let's try this now. I'm gonna not maximize play. What's my frame rate? $335. It goes down. So that's strange. Targeted tile. Why is this not changing it to null? Oh, because is this something happening along the way? Is it this? Is it something making the targeted tile get set somewhere? That must be it. Well, let's try and find out where it gets set. Right, here we define it. Here it equals nulls on the enter. Here on the exit I set it to null. On fire event, right, B button, right, targeted tile has changed. Oh. And that's, no, there's more. Is target in move sequence. If target does not equal null, targeted tiles color. So Well, which one is it? Debug.log. Targeted tile. Should be targeted tile. Targeted tile dot point. Which one is it? Which one is it? Probably the one that's being highlighted. But if I do this, targeted tile is not null. It's not set to an instance of an object. Can I, what? I don't understand. Dot toString? Shouldn't have to. Not set to an instance of an object. It's going up like crazy though. Well, I think there's a bug. Doesn't equal null. Set it to null. The tile is, oh. The arrow's not disappearing anymore. What the hell, man? Well, what if I do a different check? Right. If I do a check where it says, hey, are you, no, I won't do it. Or is active. That is static. There's no check to see if the mesh is static. Set active. No, can't do it with that, I guess. Huh. Okay. This targeted tile one should really be working, but it's not. It's getting very warm in here right now. Targeted tile has changed. Is that what it's doing it? Is it because it's going in here? What does this do? This returns a tile view. If targeted, this returns a tile view. Does it set? So it returns an ordered list. Oh, yeah. Oh, else. I set it right here. Does it equal this? No, it doesn't. Return false. If it equals the same, if not, I set it. Okay, that's where it's happening. So I could just set this in the positive. That, I think, will fix it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yep. Frame rate is 230-ish, 40-ish. No changes to the frame rate. Perfect. Perfect. Fixed. I like those fixes. So I'm going to go ahead and submit that. I'm going to save. Wait. File. Is it going to crash when I save? No. Okay, good. I'm going to save project. Okay, cool. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to go into the changes, game, stage. And I'm going to call this fixed various hex color update bugs. I think that's good enough. Commit. Yeah, holding B is not doing anything anymore. It's kind of confusing me. But you know, to me, that looks pretty good. I'd like to be able to, like, the line to have like an arrow shape. That'd be cool, eh? But yeah, it's starting to. Oh yeah, now I need to fix this problem. Going over. Oh, it works. Did I fix it already? Can't even remember having fixed that. I'm very confused. That works. No, right is broken. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, that'll be the next thing when I get to it. That was cool.